Well, there is the social Darwinist view that Herbert Spencer is famous for developing, that in a capitalist system, it'll be nature and red and blood and claw, the strongest win. And Goldman Sachs is given as an illustration, or maybe IBM, and so on. But they're not illustrations. They are illustrations of how the nanny state, the powerful state that's run by the principal architects of policy, designs policy in such a way as to enrich and privilege the designers. What's that got to do with capitalism? I mean, there's a kind of a capitalist fringe to it. But what about Herbert Spencer? Well, at the same time, a little after Herbert Spencer, there was a response, much less known, namely Kropotkin, natural historian, who wrote a book called Mutual Aid, a Factor in Evolution. And he argued the exact opposite. He argued that on Darwinian grounds, you would expect cooperation and mutual aid and to develop, and leading towards community workers' control and so on. Well, he didn't prove his point. It's at least as well argued as Herbert Spencer is. And in fact, Kropotkin essentially founded what is now called sociobiology or evolutionary psychology. But his contribution is sort of unmentionable because it came out with the wrong conclusions. Nobody could give right conclusions. Human nature probably has all of these factors in it. But some of them are favorable to the interests of the rich and powerful. So those do survive. And here there is, if you like, a Spencerian element. The ideological concoctions that are beneficial to the rich and powerful, they'll tend to propagate. The ones that are harmful to the interests of the rich and powerful will tend to be marginalized and suppressed. But that has nothing to do with the reality of the world. That has to do with how power systems function.